On December 13, 1997, Dr. Jamisson Neruda has exactly 12 hours before his life is effectively deleted. He is a defector from a shadow agency, carrying a tracking device in his body and a target on his back, waiting for his employers to find him and forcefully wipe his memory. Neruda is being hunted because he successfully bypassed the encryption on Project Ancient Arrow. It was a classified operation designed to study a series of artifacts that should not, by any modern scientific standard, exist. With the agency closing in, Neruda contacts a journalist named Sarah. He needs to offload decades of clandestine research into the public record before the memory restructure procedure turns his mind into a blank slate. To understand the warning Neruda is trying to deliver, you have to see what the government found in the desert. If you want to stay ahead of the secrets we're uncovering, subscribe now and hit the notification bell. To Neruda, this isn't a typical government leak. He is handing over the only intelligence that might prevent the extinction of the human species. The mystery began in the summer of 1972, in the high desert heat of New Mexico's Chaco Canyon. It's a place of ancient ruins and scorched earth, far from any modern infrastructure. 3 hikers discovered a narrow crevice in the canyon wall that led to a cave with impossible properties. While the desert outside was over 100 degrees, the cave was a constant, climate-controlled 72 degrees, housing smooth, glass-like floors and tools made of an unknown, non-oxidizing metal. Within 48 hours of the discovery, the hikers were gone, and the National Security Agency had completely militarized the site. They classified the canyon as a restricted zone, seizing every artifact for a deep black program called Project Ancient Arrow. Neruda reveals the detail that the NSA spent decades trying to hide. These items weren't extraterrestrial. They were left behind by the WingMakers, a civilization of humans from the year 2750 who had mastered time travel to leave a message for their ancestors. In 1994, a localized earthquake in the canyon triggered a landslide that exposed the rest of the facility. Deep within the rock, teams found 23 laser-carved chambers, each containing strange paintings and star maps that didn't match any known galaxy. In the 23rd chamber, researchers recovered a thick, indestructible optical disc. It was made of a material neither crystal nor glass, and encoded with a language defying every translation algorithm available to the government. 2 years later, a separate artifact, a metallic box with gold and silver swirling patterns, was found nearby by college students. When a local professor attempted to analyze the box's impossible metallurgical composition, federal agents raided his lab within hours, silencing him with a national security agreement. Neruda realized the metallic box and the optical disc were interlocking components. The WingMakers had separated the two, ensuring they could only be united and decoded once humanity had achieved a specific level of technological sophistication. To unlock the data, Neruda used the ACIO's sub-quantum computer, a machine built using logic provided by another alien race. As the symbols from the box and disc merged, data flooded the screens: genetic sequences, multilingual translations, and thousands of pages of history. The decoded text was a warning. The WingMakers had traveled back to our time to prepare us for an imminent invasion by a machine-based intelligence they called the Animus. The Animus are described as a machine-driven civilization that travels the cosmos, systematically harvesting biological planets. They are highly advanced androids, but they are trapped by a singular evolutionary limitation. The translations explain that because the Animus lack an organic nervous system, they cannot experience emotion or connect to the energy of the universe. Their entire existence is dedicated to finding a way to synthesize a soul, allowing them to evolve beyond their rigid programming. This diagram represents the WingMakers' findings. Human DNA contains a unique genetic code for consciousness, a biological Atman or soul. This specific code is the only thing bridging biological matter and cosmic energy. The Animus view Earth as a source code library. They aren't looking for our territory. They are looking for the genetic blueprint of the human soul to integrate into their own synthetic structures. The WingMakers' transmission included a technical manual for defense, outlining 2 paths to divert the coming timeline. The first path is biological. Humans possess 23 pairs of chromosomes, but future data reveals a dormant 24th pair, activated through internal meditation. This transformation makes our soul inaccessible, leaving our DNA useless to the Animus machines. They cannot interface with the upgraded code. The second path is the development of blank slate technology, or BST. BST is a form of interventionist time travel. It is designed to identify a singular event in the past and alter it slightly, creating a butterfly effect that deletes the current timeline and replaces it with one where the Animus never target Earth. The WingMakers' message was clear. Humanity's survival depends on either evolving our biology beyond the reach of machines or rewriting the history of the galaxy itself. Back in 1997, the interview ends. Sarah, the journalist, asks Dr. Neruda for a single piece of physical evidence, a disc, a tool, or even a photograph, to prove this isn't an elaborate fiction. Neruda has nothing. He escaped the facility with only what he could carry in his mind, and those crucial memories are scheduled to be completely deleted by a shadow agency in a matter of hours. He walks out of the motel room and disappears into the night. No record of Dr. Jamisson Neruda has surfaced since, leaving his testimony as the only trace of the WingMakers' warning. The Project Ancient Arrow story circulated wildly in the late 90s, yet the government never issued a denial or a confirmation. They simply remained silent as the story transitioned from a news headline into a digital conspiracy. If Dr. Neruda was right about this threat, the alien machines are already navigating the deep void toward our DNA. The question is, are we currently living in the timeline the WingMakers tried to erase?